Hi, it's Doreen, and this is your weekly Oracle card reading for September 14th through 20th. I love this deck, the Archangel Power Tarot cards, because it's so detailed and so motivating, but it's very big. It's 78 cards, where my decks, the Oracle cards, are 44 cards. So it takes a little extra time to shuffle, but it's so worth it. And with all that's going on right now, I wanted to get those details. So as I do each week, I am praying over these cards, and I'm asking the Lord to send us messages and guidance. And you'll hear in the background our bird, Ariel, who is just now learning to talk. So she's probably going to chime in during this. And, okay, so this card wants to come up first. That's Monday and Tuesday. And then I shuffle some more. You can hear some various dogs and sounds in our house. It is like living in Noah's Ark. We have, I think, 28 animals, 29 maybe. Luckily, we have agricultural status here. All right. Okay, weekend. Dear Lord, show us the weekend. Here it comes. Okay. I can't wait to see this. All right. So Queen of Ariel is first. And it's about nurturing yourself and also those you love. So this is a card that's really perfect because in this week we've just come out of the new moon on the 13th and also the partial solar eclipse that we had. So there's a lot of energy that we're just experienced, and it can make you feel just a little like you want to relax and regroup. Not so much tired, but that you just want to stay indoors and retreat. And also coming up on this week is the Mercury retrograde on the 17th. So Mercury retrograde, for those of us who are sensitive, can be a time where it's wonderful to really pull back from the world, to really stay indoors as much as possible, to stay alone, away from others, to really be discerning as to who you hang out with during this time. And you stay away from harsh environments and harsh relationships as much as possible in life, of course, but especially during the time of Mercury retrograde, which this time happens 3 times a year, sometimes 4 times a year. It happens this season on September 17th through October 9th. So these are just a heads up. It doesn't mean something bad's going to happen. Sometimes people get all afraid of Mercury retrograde. It's really a great time to do anything that starts with like redecorate, renegotiate, reconsider, replan, restart, and redecorate. All these things that start with is a time of Mercury retrograde. I've always found that the only thing that really gets affected are electronics. It's just a little extra challenging with electronics, and also with communication. You have to really be sure that the other person is hearing what it is that you're trying to say. It's better to have the verbal communications than email communications if it's an intense conversation, because misunderstandings can happen otherwise. But it looks like a time, according to our first card, where we're being guided to nurture. That does include playing, it does include having fun, it includes spending time with loved ones, especially the gentle people in your life, and really, really pamper yourself. It's a good time to go get a spa treatment. All right, then as we get to the middle of the week, the major arcana card of peace comes up. This really has to do with releasing the past, letting it go. There's that R-E word again that's so perfect for Mercury retrograde, release. So as we come into Mercury retrograde, let's go ahead and do an inventory of what is in the past that's been bothering us and been repeating itself and recreating itself over and over in our lives. And aren't you just tired of it? Of course you are. Don't you want to let it go? Of course you do. Has it been difficult for you to completely let go? Perhaps. This card is coming up as an indicator of that. So let's just take a deep breath together and call upon God and Holy Spirit and Archangel Michael with his sword of light and your higher self. And please, please help us to let go of anything from our past that's holding us back, that is repeating itself, that we just feel done with. Please help us to extract the lessons and the blessings within this repeating pattern so that we can move on and move forward in our lives. Now let's take a look at the weekend card. took a while to find this one, so I'm expecting a lot. The page of Archangel Gabriel. It's about following your passion. It says that you are ready for a challenge. This feels very much like the storyline. Every time you do a 3-card reading, there's a story. So as you take care of yourself at the beginning of the week, as you get enough sleep, take naps, nurture yourself, spend time with people who are near and dear to your heart only, not hanging out with people who drain you or who upset you. And the middle of the week, where you really do a lot of good clearing work and releasing, then you get to the weekend, you really get that charge of energy where you can follow your passion. Remembering that traditionally in Mercury retrograde, it's not a good time to start something brand new, because often if you start something brand new, including signing contracts in the middle of Mercury retrograde, you'll end up revising it somehow. Something will need to be reworked. So this is more of a card about continuing something that you already started. Perhaps you've been procrastinating it. Maybe it's a manuscript that's in your drawer or in a desktop file on your computer. Or maybe it's just some dream you had that you started long ago, or some relationship you started before. It's time to pick that back up and really follow your passion. So, see, Mercury retrograde week doesn't have to be at all scary or negative. It's how we approach it that makes the difference. And with the help of God and the angels, we can make it a super duper wonderful week. I'm planning on having a lot of fun, a lot of rest and naps this week. I hope you are too. We all have jobs to do. We all have responsibilities, but we have to schedule in that self-care. So please be sure to do that. I will be live on Hay House Radio this week, and of course every day on Instagram.com, where I pull a daily angel card and give you messages about the current day's energy, and also of course Facebook and Twitter. I am sending you so much love and angel blessings, my friend. And won't you say it with me? Aloha. Mwah. Have a good week.